Hey eBay sellers, it's Suzanne A. Wells, and welcome to another video. This is video number 140 on my channel, and today's product is Couroc trays. But before we get started, I want to thank our sponsor, the Basic eSales Bookkeeping Spreadsheet, bookkeeping designed for eBay sellers by an eBay seller. Track your inventory, sales, expenses, mileage, and it can be used on a PC or a Mac. Have everything ready and organized for tax time. See the link below in the description area and the discount code for 25% off. Okay, so the product today is Couroc, and they made trays, these beautiful black lacquer trays with inlaid designs, ashtrays, and glassware from 1948 until they closed in the 1990s. And there is no website with their history because the company is gone and has been gone for decades. So I'm just finding information online that other people have written about the company. But basically, an owner of an art gallery in San Francisco formed the company in 1948, and his wife was a designer that was involved in designing manufacturing and sometimes even signing her work. Couroc was formed in Monterey in an area that held strong artistic communes at the time, so it was an art community. Being located in a beautiful part of the Pacific coast had other advantages. Couroc relied on a plentiful supply of natural design elements, especially coral and shells. So let's go over to eBay here and look at some of the listings. Let me show you real quick the active listings just to get an idea of the number of these for sale. So there's only 1,683 results today as of this recording. So this is not something that there's a whole lot of, and that means if you find it, it can be more valuable because the market is not saturated with it. And this is just another reason I prefer to sell vintage items or used items because they don't make them anymore. And they're only going to continue to get more valuable as time goes on. And you're going to have less competition when you try to sell them because it's a limited supply. So the more you can learn about vintage items, the more money you can make per item. And if you're out there at thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, anyway, you might as well learn as much as you can so that you can spot these things quickly and be able to make more money. So just over 1,600 listings, active listings. Now, if we go to the sold listings, we've got 561 sold. So that's, pretty good sell-through rate based on the amount that is up for sale at the time. And you can see the most expensive one here sold for $150, and here's one for 99. And you can see that they are just beautifully made inlaid designs. Oops, hit these eBay ads sometimes. There we go. So it's flat. If you run your hand across it, it's flat. You can feel the etching, but all this material inside here is what makes it so beautiful. So this is the kind of thing that you might find in Goodwill with all the trays, or I call the junk section, just the miscellaneous stuff. I found a few back in there, and they've sold for between $30 and $40. So this isn't something you're going to find all the time, obviously, but is definitely something that you could look for. They also have these stands that you might find, and in doing my research, I've noticed that there's no Couroc name on the stand. Unless it's just not on this one that I'm looking at. But you can tell that they're made for this because they have these slots or these little uh, pieces of wood here on the end that are curved where the tray fits right in. So this is something you might see at an estate sale or a garage sale, is the tray with the stand. I would sell them separately because someone may already have a collection, or they just need the stand but they don't want the tray you're selling, and you can get more for each item if you sell them separately. So You can also look for these, obviously at thrift stores, but um, I'm not seeing anywhere on the stand where it has the Couroc name, which is something that you want to look for when you're selling collectibles and vintage items, is to make sure that you have, an actual authentic one. Here's another pretty one that is a cat. And you can just see that these are just meticulously made and they're very unique looking. I kind of wish I had kept the ones I found just to use as home decor because they're just interesting, beautiful artwork. Now they also make glassware. Actually, this is considered barware, so when you list it, you can see this person listed in collectibles, barware, glasses, cups, and mugs. So it is technically barware. But if we look at these glasses, you can see, get this enlarged for you, right here on the bottom underneath the cat's tail, it says Couroc. So when you're looking for that, there's a lot of reproductions and other types of glassware that look like this, but the Couroc will have the name on it. Um, so also, I have heard sellers saying that they uh, had sold some of these on eBay. Sorry, I was distracted. The mailman was coming, so that was good. Um, and that they had been sold to TV production companies because they were used as props in shows like Mad Men. So, if you do a search for Mad Men Couroc, you find all of these listings that come up. I think some people are using this on their listings on eBay. I don't suggest doing that because that is keyword spamming. Um, if you just list it with Couroc vintage, retro, mid-century barware tray, whatever like that, they're going to find it. The people who want it are going to find it. Um, so these do have a very, distinct design, and they're easy to ship. Be very careful when packaging them. Make sure to use plenty of bubble wrap because they are old and they could crack or break. So make sure that you pad them well when you ship them because of their age. But you can see here that this is definitely something easy to identify, and I just think they're beautiful and collectors love them. So there's actually several blogs that you can read about collectors of vintage items that talk about this stuff. So just put that on your list of things to look for. Couroc trays and barware. And I hope you find that helpful. Thanks for watching. Have a great day on eBay. Bye.